G'day guys, welcome to another Mark Makes video. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a bigger project. I've got a wine barrel which I'm going to be converting into a cabinet. Now, a small issue I have is that this is a 300 litre wine barrel. Most commonly they're 225, but yeah, this one is a bit bigger and it doesn't fit through the door of my shed. So I'm going to be filming this project on the veranda. I've already done a bunch of prep work. It's currently summer, and so this barrel had shrunk a bit, making the rings a little bit loose. I've already gone ahead and taken those 4 off, given them a sand, and when I put them back on, I've just pushed them down a little bit more so they're tighter. I've also marked out the door where that's going to be and reinforced the bands, screwed and glued them on so that when I go ahead and cut that out, it's not going to fall apart. So we're going to get straight into this project and start cutting out the door. Okay, so I've cut out the center and either side, and what I'm going to do is chuck the hinges on first, then I can go ahead and finish cutting the doors out and they should just swing straight open. Now, because of the curve of the barrel, if I put them at the top and the bottom, the door's not going to open very much, so I've got to put them quite close together. That's worked out very nicely. So I've just finished cutting it and it just opens straight up. So now I can cut out the other side. Well, that's the first major step complete, cutting out the doors. That's worked out really well. I'm going to go ahead and unscrew them now and give the whole lot a sand. So the doors have been sanded and put back on. And I've also reinforced them with this steel strapping on the inside and some screws on the ends, just so that the timber doesn't stretch open over time, as there's no rings at the top here to keep it from sort of coming open. So I've got a bunch of hardware now that I'm going to be installing for the doors. I've got these magnetic clips which do have a little magnetic piece, but I won't be needing them as I've got the straps on it already, which are magnetized. And I've gone ahead and put this little bit of timber in here, so when these doors close I know exactly where I need to screw that magnet. So I'm going to screw the magnet onto here, and likewise with the other one. And I've also bought a lockable latch that's going to go just above the hole. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut out 2 shelves. So this is one of the slabs of timber I have, and the way I'm going to make a circle is by placing this into there. And this pen's going to sit here and make a circle. And that's the circle marked out. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it. I've got that all sanded, nice and smooth now. What I'm going to do is line this edge here with this metal strapping. That's going to serve 2 purposes. It'll stop the timber from bowing in case there's a bit of weight on it. And also I think it'll just tie in nicely with the straps on the barrel. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. And there we have it. 2 shelves, so the one on the right is going to be going in the center of the barrel and the smaller one's going at the bottom. I've given them both nice sand and some nice shiny edges there. Should look real nice once it's in. Okay, now it's time to install the Lazy Susans. So I have 2 here. I've just taken this one out of the packet and given it a little bit of a WD-40. So that's sliding pretty well. Got to install this into the bottom of the barrel, and then I can put the shelf on top of that. So I've screwed in the Lazy Susan, and I've also given the barrel sand. There was a bit of a sandpapery texture on the walls and it was flaking off, so just giving that all sand, so that's not going to be an issue later on. Now I'm going to flip the barrel and drill a pilot hole through here so that I can attach the bottom shelf from underneath. Now I've got this up on pallets, so I can screw through that into the bottom of the shelf. Alright, that's the bottom shelf done. So I've screwed that in. And that's good to go. I've already made what's going to be holding up the second shelf. I've had to piece a couple of pieces together. I was running out of this timber. So it's pretty heavily reinforced at the back here. And I've got this angle aluminium, which is where it's going to screw into the edges. So chuck that in, and we can put the second shelf on top of that. Okay, another major step complete. Both the shelves are done, working well on the Lazy Susans. I'm very happy with that. Now it's going to be working on the wine shelving at the top here, and a spot for the battery storage, which is going to be up this back corner here. So I'm going to mark and cut out pieces for that.